Alright, I guess I'll just start. This is where we left off. Last left off, sorry. That was just the beginning of my problems. Was I gonna be stuck in there till I wasted away and died? No, I can't let that happen. After what my good friend went through to save me. I remembered all too well what had happened. Oh, God. Alter ego saved me. And he used the last little bit of his strength to do it. So I can't give up now! For myself and for my friend! And with that, my pursuit of survival began. First up was to start looking for a way out of there. Okay. I go ahead and examine this obvious. That's a rocket in a tank. I don't think too much about what I'm seeing down here. I don't know. It's locked. How many times I pushed or pulled or kicked at it, it didn't budge. Now here's gonna be that easy. Oh, maybe he's not outside the school. Maybe he's like in the... Yeah, I think it did say like waste dump or something. So I look around for some food. There's plenty of food here, but it's all rotten. But that was pointless too. Next I search for some water. I gotta be sure which liquids I can drink, which ones are all around a bad idea. Again, pointless. I feel like I'm blocked in on all sides. That's still not enough reason to give up because I'm still alive. As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up. Making that proud declaration, the next thing I decided to do was... go to sleep. My sleep was deep and uninterrupted. That was my only way to preserve what little strength I had left after not being able to eat or drink. Can't be sure, but I think at least a full day had to have passed. And all I did was sleep and sleep. Feels like I was waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out of the sky. However, what fell from the sky wasn't a sign, not exactly. A crunch! What the? Strange sound pierced my silent isolation, jarring me awake. As I watched the pile of garbage jostle and formed an odd shape. Did something fall down over there? Something fell from above. What could it have been? Turn it down a little bit. Okay. Alright, trash bags. Show me your secrets. Did a giant piece of trash just fall down here? Let me stretch my hand out toward whatever it was that tumbled down here with me.
Just a second.
Oh, okay. It's a person, alright. A giant piece of trash. Rude. Before she even emerged from the pile of garbage, I knew who it was.
It smells awful.
Cup noodles on her head. This place smells awful. Kyoko?
Indeed.
You look like you're doing better than I expected. I think I missed something important in the last 10 minutes. Yeah, you did. I'll sum it up for you real quick. My guy, as you guys saw, was voted off. So it was like, oh god, he's gonna be dead. And he actually lived, but he was in a trash chute. So he's stuck, and he doesn't know how to get out, and he slept to conserve his energy, because he couldn't find food or water. So he slept, and then he heard like a loud crash. It was some garbage bags that fell. He went to search it, and it's her. And she has a cup noodles on her head. What are you doing here? I'll let you absorb that from Oscar while I try to eat. So basically, Kyoko, who was at odds with me, well, she got out. She was trash too, so I don't know. I maybe we're allies again. I don't know.
So...
Oh, that's right. He was gonna be crushed, but the AI lady hacked things. Yep. That's what he was talking about. He was like, you know, alter ego saved me, and, you know, everything. I gotta keep on. So yeah. Isn't it obvious? I'm here to help you. Glad to hear that, Kyoko, considering you were all up on me last time. Like, you got a bit of garbage in your ear. She gave her head a quick, sharp shake to get rid of the trash that faced me again.
Hey,
First, I have something for you. Go ahead and eat it. We can talk once you're finished. Aw, some bread and some water. Perfect. Oh, thank you! I snatched the bread and water that she was holding out for me. 10 seconds, it was in my mouth and making its way toward my stomach. Oof, that really hit the spot. I got all the energy I need to keep going. So you still haven't given up then? Of course not. I'm the protagonist. Come on. After all, the fact that I keep going forward is about all I'm good at.
Hmm?
Well, that's not such a bad thing to be good at. Okay. Oh yes. Let's see if he'll comment on this. This is a. You see this? Let's go pause him. This is a Monokuma rocket. That's a rocket in a tank. I better not think too much about what I'm seeing down here. And technically there was food down here, but it was like rotten, so it didn't do him any good. Sorry. I better talk to Kyoko, okay. But Kyoko, why'd you come to rescue me?
So...
To pay a debt, or no, to atone. Atone?
You...
During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything. So you knew that I knew.
Indeed.
But even though I knew, I did nothing to help you. I abandoned you. Don't say that, you didn't abandon... Makoto, you're too freaking nice, man. She was totally... like, not your friend, like, some minutes ago. Or however long time's passed. I think a day has passed before... she was executed, you know? No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. You were trying to save me, and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you.
However...
But listen, not that I'm trying to make excuses, but... there was a reason that I had to survive, no matter the cost. Why did you have to survive?
It's true.
I'll tell you everything. The reason I have to survive...
In other words...
is so that I can do what I came to this school to do. Okay? What? I made up my mind to come to Hope's Peak Academy for one very important reason. I mean, technically, we all had a reason for coming there. It's just... you're picked. Alright. So you have some reason for coming to Hope's Peak?
Indeed.
That's right. At least I did, once. Until recently, I'd forgotten what it was. You forgot? But that's... oh god. I had no memory of what my purpose was. No memory? That's impossible. Amnesia? That's not. Then is it really true you lost your memory?
Makoto.
Do you remember, Makoto? Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived at the school? First thing. You're talking about when we fainted, right? I fainted, and when I woke up, I was trapped here.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect.
It would seem...
Back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. Oh god. Sorry. My contacts are bothering me. At that time I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I come to this school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. And sorry the camera's in a weird spot. I don't know why. I tried to adjust it back. But it already set to there, or it defaulted there, so... no, it's not the best angle, but whatever. Y'all are paying more attention to the game anyway. So. Or just listening to me, I don't know. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey.
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. Are you saying you... stopped. Are you saying you think you lost your memory because...
Indeed.
I don't think. I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory. Why would they want to do that? Only one reason I can come up with. As my purpose and my abilities, somehow they would interfere with the mastermind's plans. So the mastermind just stole them from you?
However...
And it could also mean somehow my memories may be connected to the mystery of the school and the mastermind. Which is why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time. But if what you say is true, why didn't you ask the rest of us to help you?
Why is that?
If I did that, we all would just one, the mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always a chance that the mastermind is actually one of us. What?
Correct.
Well, don't make too big of a deal of it. It's just a possibility. But since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right? Mastermind, one of us. She believed that, and of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case, it only makes sense that she would look into her missing memory by herself.
However,
That being said, there was a limit to what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me. But why me? You're the protagonist, buddy. Because among everyone, you were least likely to be the mastermind. That was just intuition, but... Oh, I see. You're too much of a loser to be mastermind. Your intuition was right. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could have been the mastermind.
I understand. I should understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here.
Just like the dream I had before, but why did that just happen?
listen.
Are you okay? Yeah, it's nothing. It is nothing, right?
Hey,
Even now, I still trust you, you know. It's just, I'm not used to relying on others.
correct.
I know I never asked you for help the right way, so I understand if you're not convinced. Honestly, I was convinced. I think that's just her personality. You said you had a reason for doing all that investigating on your own, so how'd that turn out? Were you able to remember anything?
So,
There's still a lot I don't remember, but at the very least, I was finally able to recall my purpose and my ability. Mention your ability. My ability, what everyone should have known me for. I'm the ultimate detective. Oh, what a shocker. I don't know why he's shocked. I mean, it makes sense. The ultimate detective.
correct.
And the reason I came to Hope's Peak Academy, there was someone I had to find here in the school. I had to find someone. Who?
So,
It was the headmasters of Hope's Peak Academy. Headmaster? Why did you want to find the headmaster? Because he's my father. Do-do-do. What?
in other words,
I was separated from him as a child. As it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak. Yoko's dad is Hope's Peak headmaster? That explains. An alter ego told us how he thought the headmaster was involved. I'll find a way.
Huh?
Huh? No matter what it takes, I will find the headmaster.
no matter what.
No matter the cost.
So,
Oh, what's going on?
I
My memory hadn't come back at that point, but when he said that, I felt strange. It makes perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him. That makes sense, I guess.
however,
Listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear so there's no misunderstanding. Oh, I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I only said what I felt based on what I've seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room. What did you see in there?
so,
The room had been ransacked. The shelves were a mess. The desk drawer was dumped on the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been in there. I mean, the mastermind, right?
it's true.
That was my assumption, yes, and it confirmed my suspicion. I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key I found. But why there? Because I also found this in the headmaster's room. Some kind of map?
Indeed.
It's a layout of the entirety of Hope's Peak Academy. I found the headmaster's room along with Makuro's profile in that key. The map showed that the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight for that time. And I figured the headmaster would have some kind of private room there. I assumed that if that were true, that room would likely hold more clues, so I went to check.
Correct.
That's when I finally remembered. I remembered that my purpose was to find the owner of that room. So you went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room there.
However,
Once I got there, I noticed that the second floor dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors. So what was it like, that part of school, I mean? It's hard to describe. All I can say is... When I saw it, I realized... whatever's going on in this school is more horrific than we ever imagined. I mean... worse than what you guys are already going through? What do you mean?
so,
You can't explain it, you need to see it for yourself, and I'm sure you'll get your chance soon enough. Sounds like it must be important, and really ominous.
However,
Of course, once I got to the second floor of the dorms, there were no... Oh, here we go. Still have Makuro Ikasawa, doesn't
however,
it? Let's be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her. And I know it wasn't you either. I know you're right, but that just means everyone but you and me had an alibi, so then who did
anyway,
Well, I can say for sure is the mastermind is directly involved. To begin with, the point of the class trial, Makuro Ikasawa was to get me killed. Get you killed?
indeed,
I stole that key and disappeared, and in retaliation they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me.
correct,
That was the point of the class trial. It was? Mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly. I mean, because of the score. I love how they still worry about that. It's like, you guys have all these other problems going on, but yeah, let's worry about the rules.
that's right,
Exactly. Minimal restrictions, you're free to explore Hope's Peak Academy at your discretion.
in other words,
Mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with that rule in place, they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use the class trial to do it. Mastermind couldn't step in because... Oh, the Mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules? That makes it sound like the Mastermind themselves is somehow bound by the school regulations. That's one other thing I like to point out about the Makuro Ikasawa. It's that there was a point where Makuro may not have become the victim. It could have been you, Makoto. What the? I could have become the victim?
indeed,
You know what I'm talking about, right? You mean... Oh yeah, during the night.
I
can hear them, you know. The... okay, the footsteps of the God of Death. What? I can hear the God of Death as he moves. That ability naturally draws me into cases just like this.
anyway,
Okay, I guess we're just gonna go with that, alright. Which is exactly what happened to you. I was in the dorms and I had a sudden sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell. Oh, okay, so she just means she's got great intuition, I guess. That translation was kind of awkward. And I saw a white shadow cross the corridor. Gave chase right away. As I followed it, I saw the shadow go into the room.
correct,
I ran to your room and I saw what was happening. We intervened immediately, of course.
however,
That wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to... Whoever the masked assailant was, they ended up dead.
correct,
Their murder was disguised, and the dojo key wound up in my room. It also be the work of a mastermind attempting to use this class trial to eliminate me. All this would mean that whoever killed Makuro is also the mastermind, right?
indeed,
I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think. That's really bad if it's true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. Wait, but doesn't that create another contradiction? Mastermind wanted to use the class trial to try and kill you because they couldn't interfere, right?
correct,
Right, that is a contradiction. And it's not just Makuro. They needed the class trial to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction. So, what does it all mean?
in other words,
It means the mastermind is the one who's been cornered. Huh?
Makoto,
Just a little more. A little more and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. The identity of the other ultimate despair. The other ultimate despair? There's no doubt that Makuro was the ultimate despair and that she's not and that she's dead. But I don't think the ultimate despair is just one person. Not.
indeed,
When you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused that event.
that's right,
What happened a year ago? The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy, whoever's responsible for that. They're the ultimate
it
despair.
would seem,
This big old group whose only purpose really comes from despair.
indeed,
Make no mistake, they're a root of all the evil that has forced us to go through this. That is the ultimate despair, and that is our real enemy. Oh, lovely. You received the Dream Island rocket present. Yes. Ultimate despair. A group of people who caused the tragedy 1 year ago. The same people put together a killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. The most desperately awful group of people ever. to me has finally been revealed. Has it? Right now.
Anyway,
Right now we have to get out of this horrible place. Forget the rest of the story can come after. Yeah, you're right. Good job breaking the fourth wall there. Talking to her, I guess. Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? Like a secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room?
indeed.
Of course I do. Absolutely vital part in engineering the matter. I would never part with it. And you can open any door in the school, right?
That's right.
You should be able to use on that door, right?
Indeed.
I wanted to do that just in case, she had more to say. Hey, Kyoko, we can use that key of yours to open this door, right?
It's true.
Let's find out. Never took out the key at the Makoto design and slid it into the keyhole. And then... Yes, it opened!
Indeed.
Now we can get out of here, let's go. Sounds good. Move the open door made our escape from the garbage bin. Finally. We were finally free, were we? I mean, we just went back into the school, didn't we? There wasn't any time to take a... Because the real fight had just begun. Oh wow. Ultimate pain, suffering, despair, execution, death. I'm here-ish now. I had to finish my D&D homework first. Okay. Thanks for dropping in, Octopus. Honestly, Gorbosm, how are you holding up with these revelations here? Okay, let me just... Okay. I'm as lost as ever, honestly. Yeah. After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up like a chimney. There's a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. Oh, that's a cool look. The ladder was impossibly long. I couldn't even see where it ended. We climbed in the darkness. That's gotta be uncomfortable. The passage was so dark and cramped I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. I had no idea we were so far down. Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. Yeah, I'll be careful. And now you said that, I'm getting kind of nervous. Maybe talking will help keep my mind off it. So Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So how long have you been doing detective? I don't know why we're shocked at that. I mean, it was pretty obvious. But, you know, whatever. How long? Ever since I can remember. For a long line, detective work is in my blood. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way. And is your family famous?
Wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. How come? It's like your family tradition, right? So,
right.
Because we take pride in it.
Indeed.
Right? A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither well, I guess that makes sense. That's how we can uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that we have to stand separate from the rest of society. Which is why we made a conscious effort to conceal our existence. Conscious effort.
It's true.
In old-fashioned, I could say it's entirely rational. But it's our family creed, and we do what we must to protect it. Because like I said, it's our source of pride. Right. That explains. Oh, jeez. Before I came here, when I was looking up info about school, I never saw anything about her. Because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family.
However...
And yet, I gave up some of that pride. In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kagiri detective would never do. The reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to do it, is because that's how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that.
What?
Reconnect? I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. Yeah, that's the twist. Her dad's the headmaster! No. Huh? But you'd be reuniting after all those years, right? You would have had so much to talk about.
Wrong.
There's nothing I want to talk to you. Stop making this all cute, Makoto. It's not gonna work. I literally don't like him, and I don't want to meet with him. He's your dad, though. It doesn't matter. Just no. Okay.
However,
There's something I want to say to him, though. What?
I...
No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him face to face. What is it?
So...
Oh, I want to sever all ties with him. Sever? Last time I saw him, still very young, so I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kigiri family. He was talented, he had a promising future,
However,
but he had no interest in detective work. So he cut himself off from the family. Now after that, my mother died and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather and they had a huge argument, and young as I was, excuse me, he left me behind. I'm sure there was a reason for that. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him.
right.
If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. Oh my god, my throat. Plot twist, Makoto's the dad. Might as well be at this point. Oh my god. That hurt. My throat suddenly got really sore and uncomfy. So every last part is how he didn't take me with. I've forgotten how much. I didn't realize this chapter would have so much talking in it. Oh my god. If I got with him, I never would have had a chance to become a detective. I was below Kyoko and ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression, so I couldn't tell. It's the ultimate slow age. Oh, okay. All I could tell is that per her usual self, she was more talkative, more emotional. That's how he's the dad, but also like 16, yeah. I don't blame him, you know, he had his own life to live. That's what any of my position might say, but it's not true. There's one thing. I never forgive.
So...
Really. The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing. When the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was banned by her father. That's how they see me even to this day. They should have been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. This is a long conversation, considering we're climbing a ladder in darkness, but okay. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow. That's why I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family. In order to settle past, in order to remove him from my life forever. I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago. But your family, to me, just...
Wrong.
Only is through blood, nothing more. Stop making it all nice, Makoto. It doesn't work. Are we connected by heart and soul? No.
Hey.
Blood really enough to call someone family? Only could... I was so shocked to hear her say I didn't know how to respond, so instead, I said nothing. I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence. After we finally reached the top. Oh, thank God. Looks like this is it. There's that door. Host Peak is waiting for us. We're back.
That's right.
Remember that hatch in the ground in your trash room? I'm fairly certain this is where we'll come out. I unlocked it early, so it should open without much trouble. Well, here goes nothing. Reach my right hand up and push against the hatch. Hatch open with ease, and so... Yep. Looks like we're back. Can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted. I can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. Now we're back in Host Peak Academy. I know. We're back in the place we've been wanting to escape. I would never have gotten out of there without you. I was just returning the favor. Alright. So now what do we do? Glad I didn't die, of course, but the Mastermind finds out, and I'm worried about you. You help me, so they might.
Listen.
You're worried? Yeah,
So then.
Let's get a concrete answer.
In other words.
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping. Wait, that's...
However.
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time till we're found out. It's not like we can run away. She said that she pointed the nearby surveillance camera. So you're saying rather than stressing out or getting caught, we should just give up now? Don't worry, what you think is gonna happen isn't.
Because...
This Mastermind is the one that's in the snare. Mastermind is in the snare. You said something like that before, what does it mean?
So...
Mastermind stood exposed during investigation to Kuro's death. There was a moment where the Mastermind let their guard down.
Right.
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. Oh my god. It would be better for us to go him directly before he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiations. I'm still a little, super uneasy about this. We don't really have a choice, do we? Akuma should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Excuse me. Alright, Jim. Let me... Yeah, I don't remember talking to I don't recommend talking to Makoto about anything, yeah. Ah, there we go. Ugh. Yeah, Monokuma's... Oh, never mind, I'm sorry. I was about to say, like, why is it look all bizarre, but then I saw it. Okay. Alright, let's go to the gym. That should be fun.
Well now.
Oh God. Oh God, my voice. Kyoko, I don't mind so much.
I don't believe it!
But Makoto is supposed to be dead. What's he doing here? Exactly how I thought he'd react. Are we really gonna be okay?
Boom!
We're supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help you?
What?
So what if I did? What will you do?
Shing!
The guilty parties are supposed to they alone to be executed. Unfortunate, but that is the rule. And I'm gonna punish you
Making
again.
me angry!
And this time I won't leave anything to chance. Kyoko, do whatever you feel you have to. What?
However,
Before you do, let me just say one thing.
now,
If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right?
Huh?
I lose?
Hey!
You! Explain yourself. What do you mean by that?
because
Well, you set up the latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me.
in other words,
Supposed to be chosen as the blackened and then executed, right? Hey, what are we talking about?
however,
When Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. I can't want to say plane. Oh yeah, I see that little smirk on her. Yeah. Don't try to word it all what you were expecting. Because you never imagined that position one person would protect another like that.
right,
In response to that unexpected development,
indeed,
you reacted by claiming Makoto the black and trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation. No, more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well. Not.
however,
But then there was another unexpected development. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery. Alter ego. You ever imagine the possibility of a being that would come to our aid even after you killed it?
am I wrong?
Now, here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Murko. You did. Not.
Listen to me.
I'm kind of worried that he's silent. He could be plotting something. To execute Makoto for it surely would be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. Well, I suppose they alone would be executed. That's what you told us, right? And that means I lose? You're talking a big game. You're saying the blackened is me and not Makoto?
Well?
And you can prove this, right?
Well,
No, I can't. Don't just say it like that. Is this a comedy routine? It makes that bold claim without a shred of evidence.
that doesn't matter.
I don't have any right now. With a little more time, I can find some.
That's right.
No matter how deep we try, there's only ever one episode.
Boom!
Are you trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type?
Because,
Well, actually, yes. Cole really was a killer. He never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared others. He would have tried to run and hide. He would. I'm right here, Kyoko. He would have been gripped by the despair you so love to inspire.
however,
But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
What the heck?
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence.
indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
Hey,
If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased. Huh?
Indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. He's the main character, you know. They assume you killed him because of what we said next.
Listen to me.
Despair could never kill hope.
Hey,
Of course you can say we're just making this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. If you kill Makoto without providing your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. If you want to earn our despair, fair and square,
that's what we have to do.
then I suggest you take my advice. So what is this advice of yours?
It's true.
To do Makoto's trial all over again. Only this time you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
It's time for one last showdown. One final battle between hope and despair. Hey,
That would make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say? A fair trial, one last showdown. In other words, this be our chance to expose the true identity of Makoto's killer, of the mastermind themselves. For what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? They'll probably just execute me without another word. Interesting.
Barrett!
Very interesting indeed. Very.
What's wrong?
I was getting bored, so I started changing things up a little. So time for bear jokes. Now, you suggest it might be possible. It would certainly make for one honey of a climax.
in other words,
Does that mean you accept?
You guys!
Sure, wait, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? It's kind of bizarre because I'm live streaming this, so yeah, viewers. It'll cause you unbearable despair, right? And I'm prepared. Oh my god. Prepared to agree to your terms. Will your hope win out, or will my despair claim victory?
I can barely contain myself!
Have one final grisly showdown. He agreed. We still have a shot at this. This is a long-awaited climax, right? Just guess that the killer is barely a
You
fit.
guys!
So for the final face-off, you have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here. All the mysteries. That's right, every last mystery that's pawing around the school, if you can do
I
that.
can barely contain myself!
Oh my god, his puns are killing me. Then that'll be enough to qualify as a victory for you.
it's true.
That's what I've been trying to do all along. Okay, well good, then let's bear it all. If you can claw your way to the truth, Archer's death, and solve the mysteries of this,
You guys!
then you win. But if you can't do all that, we all face this again. We know this for some time. So you really contain my excitement. When you learn all the truth and despair, will you show me? We're excited as you are, I'm sure.
Listen to me.
We uncover how would the ultimate despair reveal their own despair. I honestly can't believe how this all turned
Hey.
out. I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
What's wrong?
I remember that for sure, so what?
Hey,
I just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement. Don't be so suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything's based on the school regulations. And how to trial for Makoto is no exception to that. Huh? Makoto's trial is no exception, then it's part of the regulations? Which would have to mean that whoever killed Makuro. It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's the hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. The only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. What?
listen.
Are you telling the truth? I don't know. Why'd you go quiet all of a sudden?
Now I'm really angry!
I'm done talking. I got nothing left to say to you. So get lost, would ya? Why so mad? He seems emotionally unstable.
Hey!
Leave me alone. Get out of here. Okay, I'm going. You're really gonna let me go? I don't even care anymore. We're gonna get your punishment later anyway. You need to start getting ready. A super duper extra special punishment overflowing with despair.
Hey,
Oh my god, let's go. Okay. Okay, that was weird. Monokuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away. Just like that, we were out of the gym. That was a weird interaction. Can hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. Oh, hello! Thanks for dropping in. I'm so sorry that I started so late and everybody's... But hey, y'all are awesome for that. Thank you. Okay. We're trying to get to the conclusion of this, and it's taking freaking forever. Oh my god. No, my life, we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. It's okay, I'm just playing the Hogwarts game right now. Oh, okay. Dot. Once again, I was in Kyoko's dead. Oh my god. Okay. Guess I gotta talk to you more. Thank you. Everything I have right now is good. Don't thank me just yet. The real battle's still ahead of us. Yeah. I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal. Honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do
So...
They had no choice but to accept.
Because...
It's all because of that one moment where they let down their guard, like I said.
So...
I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember they said they had hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school lights outside, right? Yeah, they definitely said that.
Listen.
What did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? I mean, the idea of actually taking our air seems so unbelievable.
Indeed.
You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult.
However...
Yet somehow, that's why I was able to do it.
In other words...
Think another way, there must have been some reason they had to do something to the world.
So...
They had to show the world something, no matter the cost, us killing each other. They wanted to show the
It
world.
would seem...
Mastermind's been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. Now the rules were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody.
In other words...
So Mastermind's ultimate goal is to make us kill each other and show that off to the world. Why?
Correct.
Prove a point, most likely.
Hey,
That's how was a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept. Talking about hope, right?
that's right.
And for those of us who represent hope to kill each other and sink into despair, the Master wants the world to see that to try and prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal, is ultimate despair. What? They want to prove that despair is better than hope? But that's ridiculous.
It's true.
You're right, it is ridiculous, completely irrational. It's kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. Leave me out of this. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. that group is only purpose. But is that really their only reason for making the rest of us
Makoto.
suffer? I know how angry it must make you, and yet that same motivation is what led to Mastermind revealing their weakness.
In other words...
Because their goal is to broadcast the killing game to the world, and be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. If the Mastermind simply ignored the rules, oh my god, this wouldn't have been a game but a one-sided
At
slaughter.
the very least...
At least that's how those who are watching this would have seen it. And that's why the Mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves.
Indeed.
That's precise either. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Oh, jeez. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished, but in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me.
Right.
Yeah, we kind of forgot about her, didn't we? That was like way in the beginning. Like before trial even began, actually. So instead, they tried to use the class trial following to get me killed. They began a trial that didn't have the right answer, that made me out to be the killer. And even that didn't.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you, that failure. I have never forgotten about Bunny Girl. Aww, I didn't know you liked her that much. she had a thing to her, yeah, I'll admit. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. The fact was exposed on live TV, the Mastermind accept your assertion.
Indeed.
Prove the world that despair is better than hope. And to defeat us.
In other words...
It would only do the Mastermind harm to have it shown that they violated it. Well, that was a hunch, right? You were still going to get the Mastermind to accept your
However...
challenge. Well, it's only thanks to you that... Oh my god. Ugh. I've forgotten how drawn out this is. Ugh. I still can't believe how much of the Mastermind's thoughts and plans you're able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue.
Wrong.
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet. Looks like I got it right. This time, at least, I won the bet. Yeah, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seem confident for a moment when you say, well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation persuasion, wouldn't you say? As if I showed that would have just made you that much more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic.
However...
Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time.
Correct.
Everything we got will have been for nothing. right. Yeah, it'll cost us our lives. There's no option except to win. We have to tell the others what's going on. True, but now we know who our real enemy is. All I do now is work together.
However,
Is that really possible?
anyway,
Anyway, we have to go find
Shall we
the
go?
others. They're probably in the dorms somewhere. Shall we go? Oh my god. Okay. I'm saving again. Cause good freaking lord. Okay. Oops. Did not really do that. In the dorms. Alrighty.